Let's understand what the Torah can and cannot do. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, Day 5 of Pinchas. We're still in Numbers, Bamidbar, chapter 27. Let's go down to verse number 15. And Moshe spoke to Yahweh, saying, Let Yahweh, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, appoint a man over the congregation, who goes out before them and comes in before them, who leads them out and brings them in, so that the congregation of Yahweh be not like sheep without a shepherd. Yahweh said to Moshe, Take Yehoshua, son of Nun, with you, a man in whom is the Spirit, the Ruach. And you shall lay your hand on him, and shall set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and give him command before their eyes. Now, there's a few things that we want to point out in this reading today. Just prior to this, Yah has said to Moshe that you are to go up into this mount, on Mount Abiram, and see the land that I have given to Israel. And because you rebelled against me in the wilderness of sin, in the strife of the congregation, you failed to set me apart in their eyes. Therefore, you're not going to lead Israel in. Moshe, the greatest of the prophets in the Tanakh, the one that has seen the most of Yah's presence, who has heard the audible voice of Yah on a consistent basis, who has been separated from the face of the Almighty but by a very thin, vaporous veil. This one, as esteemed as he is, as much as he has accomplished, he does not lead Israel into the land. Moshe has come to represent the giving of the Torah, the body of the Torah, the written Torah to us. So, in a way of connecting Moshe to the Torah, let's understand Torah, its keeping, its observance, its obedience alone will not take you into the kingdom, will not bring you into your inheritance. We can go through the feast days and keep them. We can observe all of the commands. We can apply the dietary laws. We can read and study in depth. But if we fail to find the revelation of Yeshua within the Torah, we're still lacking. Torah observance alone, just keeping the code, keeping the rules, is not enough. There has to be a heart allegiance. There has to be a relationship with our Heavenly Father. And for us, that is accomplished through Yeshua, our Messiah, who came to bring the Torah to the outcast, to look for, find, and restore the lost sheep of the house of Israel, to provide a way back in blood covenant to the Father, to redeem fallen mankind, and to bring us back into righteous relationship. Now, the revelation of Yeshua then as our deliverer, as found in the Torah, is who or what causes us to enter in. Moshe here does not ask that his own sons, Gershon and Eleazar, to be considered. He's not asking for a Moshe lineage to be considered. He says, Let Yahweh, Elohim of the spirits, appoint a man over the congregation, and who will be able to go out before them. Yah says, I will choose Yehoshua, a man in whom is the Ruach, the Spirit. If we read in Romans chapter 8, verse 1 through 6, we will find a comparison between those who walk according to the flesh, the carnal mindset, which leads them to death, as opposed to those who walk in the Spirit, which will free them from condemnation. Let me say that again. frees them from condemnation and brings them to life. Notice here that the Torah is not mentioned as bringing one into condemnation, but rather the carnality of one's heart. If we go to 2 Corinthians chapter number 3, if I can turn there quickly, and let's look at verse 1 and following. Are we to begin to recommend ourselves again? Or do we need, as some, letters of recommendations to you or from you? You are our letter, having been written in our hearts, known and read by all men, making it obvious that you are a letter of Messiah, served by us, written not with ink, but by the Spirit of the living Elohim, not on tablets of stone, but on fleshly tablets of heart. And as such, we have entrusted Elohim through the Messiah. Not that we are competent in ourselves to reckon any matters from ourselves, but our competence is from Elohim, who also made us competent as set-apart servants of a renewed covenant, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. That last verse there is often preached on as saying that the letter then refers to the Torah, that the Torah kills us, but it is the Spirit that gives life. But he's already just stated here that the letter that he is speaking about has been written not with ink, but by the Spirit of the living Elohim on our hearts. Letters of a code or a rule keeping alone is a lesson in frustration, and it doesn't lead to spiritual maturity. But when the Ruach HaKodesh writes the Torah upon our heart, then we begin to walk in maturity and in spiritual development. The letters of the Torah on stone alone bring condemnation, but the letters of the Ruach written on our spirit brings spiritual life. So it is Yehoshua, a type of Messiah Yeshua, who leads us into our inheritance. How does he do that? He knows how to go before us and lead us out and bring us back in. Reminds me of Yeshua saying, I am the good shepherd, and my sheep, they know my voice, and the voice of another they will not follow. Yeshua knows how to lead us out and how to bring us in. He has led us out of those places that were not revealing him to his fullest revelation. He has led us out of our sinful bondages. He has led us out of toxic relationships that were religiously suffocating to us. He has led us out of our own issues, all the junk that we have accumulated over the years. But he also knows how to bring us in. He knows how to bring us into the kingdom. It's not going to be an easy ride. No one should expect that. It's not going to be walking off a carpeted floor and stepping into the pageantry of the kingdom. It's not going to be that easy. We are going to learn to deny ourselves. We're going to learn to deny our flesh. We're going to learn to deny the world that is around us. We're going to learn to discern the voice of Yeshua that is competed against by all the various voices in the earth. We are going to learn to walk in the Spirit and not according to our carnal flesh. And on the list would go. But we can do this because we have one in whom is the Ruach HaKodesh. Yeshua, filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. He is our deliverer. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. May the presence of your King abide with you, whether you're alone or with a company of people. As you sit at your table on Shabbat night, may you find him sitting with you, feasting with you, and may you feast upon him and enjoy his revelation. Until next week, Shabbat Shalom.